Good morning, I am Sunil Pathania. I am pursuing the PhD degree from IIT Ropar and I am from India. Today I am here giving the presentation on thermal sensitivity of the dielectric materials in high-speed designs. This work is done with the collaboration with Dell EMC. The outline of the presentation is the first will explain the introduction, then we'll go for the temperature impact on the dielectric materials, in which the different dielectric materials having the different thermal sensitivity will explain the why these materials having the different sensitivity. We will propose the one theory. That theory will help to understand the sensitivity of the materials. Then we'll go for the temperature impact on the signal impedance and the loss for the transmission line, via and the surface mount pads, and finally we will conclude the presentation. The data rates are increasing with the technology upgradation and the noise margin is not increasing proportionally, so the probability of the error is becoming more at the higher data rates. To achieving the more data rates, the precise design of the PCB is required. As shown in the figure number 1, it shows the trends of the data rate from the different interface. Their interface are the SATA, GMI, SAS and the PCI. The highest data rates are for the PCI, that is a 64 gigabit per second. To achieving the highest data rates with the technology, the core per CPU is also increasing, as we see in the figure number 2. As the core is increasing, the power consumption of the CPU is also increased, which as a result the more heat dissipation is take place in the board, which results the more rise in the temperature of the board. As the temperature of the PCB increases, the electrical properties of the high-speed interconnects varies, such as resistivity, dielectric constant, and loss tangent. Figure 3 shows that the variation of the resistivity with respect to temperature. It increases linearly with temperature. Hence, due to variation of the electrical properties, loss of the interconnects also varies, which degrades the performance of the interconnects and may lead to signal integrity failure. Losses in the interconnects take place due to conductor loss, dielectric loss, and impedance mismatch loss. Figure 4 shows that conductor and the dielectric loss with respect to temperature variation for microstrip and the strip line. It shows 76% and 81% dielectric loss and 19% and 21% conductor loss for microstrip and the strip line take place. Hence, dielectric loss contribution is more as compared to conductor loss. So, in the coming slides, we'll discuss the temperature impact on the loss and the impedance for different dielectric materials. Let's now discuss first how the properties of the different dielectric materials varies with the temperature. Dielectric material could be classified based on the losses. Major classification include ultra low loss, mid loss and standard loss dielectric materials. These materials are sensitive to the temperature. Table 1 shows that variation of the dk and df, where dk and df represent dielectric constant and loss tangent of the materials. It could clearly seen that higher the value of dk, higher is the temperature variation. Let's see in the table number 1, when dk is 3.8, thermal variation is 0.52%, and when dk is 4.21, the thermal variation is 1.65%. In this slide, theory for the thermal sensitivity of the dielectric material is discussed. Let's first discuss some basic concept. Dielectric constant is defined by the equation 1, where E is applied electric field and En is induced electric field. When electric field is applied on the material, then dipole moment are begin to align in the direction of applied electric field, as shown in figure 5. As a result, the effective dipole moment is generated, which forms the induced electric field. Dipole moment vector defined by the equation 2, where E is the applied field and alpha E is the polarizability and N is the number of molecules which contribute to the dipole moment per unit volume. Equation 3 represents the charge density that depends upon the dipole moment vector, or could say on the induced electric field. Now we'll see impact of temperature on the dielectric constant. Figure 6 and 7 represent the case for ambient temperature, whereas the figure 8 represent when the temperature is T, which is greater than the ambient temperature. Let's see the figure 6 have the applied electric field is 0, so induced electric field, polarization vector and charge density is also 0. Molecules are arranged in such a way so that net dipole moment becomes 0 in the absence of applied electric field. In the figure 7, electric field is applied, then dipoles are begin to align in the direction of applied field, but it does not reach at the saturation level. Induced electric field is E, dipole moment vector is P, and charge density is rho at room temperature. In the figure 8, temperature is increased up to the T. As a result, molecules begin to vibrate and more molecules start to align the dipole in the direction of applied field. As a result, magnitude of induced field become E n dash, dipole moment vector become P dash, charge density become rho dash. Magnitude of E n dash is greater than that of the E, which result increase in dielectric constant. Now we'll present the temperature impact on loss and signal impedance for transmission line, via and SMD pads. Let's first discuss for the transmission line. Thermal sensitivity is computed for the ultra low loss, mid loss and standard loss dielectric materials. Figure number 9 shows the thermal sensitivity for strip line. It is observed that ultra low loss dielectric material shown in blue color have 5% of the loss variation, whereas standard loss material have 30% of loss variation. Hence, ultra low loss material is less thermally sensitive. Figure number 10 shows the results for the microstrip line. In this also the same trend is followed as that of the strip line case. Now we'll discuss the temperature impact on impedance for transmission line. As the temperature increases, the impedance of transmission line decreases. That is why figure 11 and 12 shows the negative percentage change for the impedance. Let's see the figure 11. It shows the thermal sensitivity of impedance for ultra low loss, mid loss and standard loss dielectric materials. It is shown for the strip line case. It is observed that thermal sensitivity of impedance is more in standard loss materials as seen in yellow color, whereas ultra low loss material is less thermally sensitive. Now let's see in the figure 12. It is shown the result for microstrip line. It also follows the same trend as that of the strip line case. Now we'll extend the same discussion for the via and surface mount pads. Figure 13 shows the top view of the differential via. Table number 2 shows the thermal sensitivity of loss and impedance. Thermal sensitivity for loss is nearly 31% and for the impedance is nearly 3% is observed. Now let's see the figure 13 for the surface mount connector pads. Table 3 shows the result for the SMD pads. it is observed that thermal sensitivity for loss is 30% and for the impedance is 1.5%. Now, conclusion of the presentation is we have discussed thermal sensitivity of dielectric materials and its effects on loss and impedance for high-speed interconnects. Theory behind the thermal sensitivity of dielectric materials is also presented, which help to provide the physical insight of it. Thermal sensitivity analysis is presented for the transmission line, via and SMD pads. It is concluded that standard loss material is more thermally sensitive than the mid loss, low loss and ultra loss materials. Insertion loss variation is observed 30% in the transmission line, via and SMD pads. Standard loss materials are nearly thermally insensitive to the impedance with 2 to 3% variation across the transmission line, via and SMD pads. Thank you for your kind attention.